Travel Talk with J-Hen. Thanks again for tuning in to J-Hen Travel and Services Travel Talk Back session. Today I'm going to be talking with my guest here today about one of her travel experiences, and she's going to tell us all the details about her trip that she's going to be sharing with us today. So let's just get right on into it. So what's your name, and tell us how old you are?
My name is Shaperry, and I'm 23 years old.
Okay, Shaperry, and she's 23 years old. So Shaperry, what trip are you going to be talking to us about today?
I'm going to be talking about the first time that I got on a cruise and the first time that I got on a plane.
Okay, so the first time that Shaperry went on a cruise and the first time that she got on her first flight. Okay, so let's think about the times for some of my viewers out there who got on your first flight before, or who have taken a cruise, or who haven't taken a cruise. Maybe today she'll be able to answer some of those questions that first time cruisers have about going on a cruise. So take us back to that moment when you were going to take your first plane ride. What was that like?
The first plane ride that I took, it was actually kind of scary. The only reason why I said it was kind of scary because, of course, it was my first time getting on a plane. And I was thinking about movies like, Final Destination, the other movies.
Final Destination?
Yeah, other movies.
That's not the movie you want to think about when you're riding on the plane, people.
About that movie. But yeah, I was thinking about that movie and other movies that had to do with, bad incidents when people were on planes.
So let's take a look at some actual video footage of Shaperry before she actually boarded her plane for the first time. And let's see if we can see what she was going through and experiencing at that time. First, if you're like on a big jet.
So you crying?
Play 3 songs, 4 songs. So, do you remember that day and that video footage that we just looked at right there?
Yeah, I remember that video.
How do you feel about that?
I was laughing. Like, it's funny looking back at it now, but then I was crying and nervous. My little sister was laughing at me, and then my mom, she was just trying to calm me down. My brother wasn't really saying too much.
Okay. And so how did you actually end up calming down on the plane ride? Was it anything unexpected that happened, or?
No, nothing unexpected really happened on the plane ride. When I was on the plane ride, it was a little shaky, but that's nothing too major to worry about. What actually did calm me down, I just ordered me a little drink, calm me down.
Oh, you don't even look like you're old. Oh, you did say you're 23 years
Yeah,
old.
23.
You don't look like you're old enough to be drinking, but
yeah.
I guess sometimes that does work when you're nervous, when you're scared on the airplane, and that's something to keep in mind. They do sell alcohol on airplanes.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about the other parts of the plane when the plane was up in the air? Was it anything to be nervous about, or?
No, I mean, you could be, well, I wouldn't say you could be nervous about plane shaking, but I mean, I was kind of nervous about that part because, again, I did say that it was my first time getting on a plane, so I was nervous about the plane shaking. Again, I was thinking about other movies like Final Destination again because I was scared. But other than that, after I had my drink, I just, calmed down. I had people sitting next to me too, telling me everything was gonna be okay, so that kind of helped too.
Okay, all right. And what about the landing part? Were you nervous at all about the landing, or did you know what to expect when the plane was going in for landing?
No, I wasn't nervous at all about the landing. I was more excited about landing than being nervous. I was actually happy to be landing because I'm all the way up in the air and now I'm landing on the ground, so I was actually happy.
Okay, all right. So we're glad you made it through that first plane ride.
Yeah,
hopefully
I'm glad
you'll
too.
be getting on more planes and won't have that same experience that we saw in the video clip of you being so nervous getting on an airplane.
I don't get nervous anymore. Just a little bit. But,
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good thing. Well, now you know what to do if you do get nervous on an airplane.
Just have me a little drink.
Okay, so did you fly into Miami or Fort Lauderdale?
We flew into Fort Lauderdale, and then we took the taxi to Miami.
Oh, what about the process of boarding the ship and getting to the ship and actually pulling up, seeing the ship? What was that process
pulling
like?
up and seeing the ship was a beautiful sight because this is my first time getting on the ship, seeing the ship in actual, real life. Like, I'm used to seeing it on TV or something, but the actual view is really nice. The ship is big. The process, it was a smooth process. We didn't have to go through that much. Due to some of my mother's health issues, we didn't have to stand in a long line because the line is very long. We kind of just, went ahead of some people to get on the. We didn't have to go straight on the plane. I mean, on the cruise. We did have to go through a process to where we had to show our either passport or birth certificate and the ID with it, and we had to fill out some paperwork too.
Okay. And a lot of people think that they can't go on a cruise unless they have a actual passport, but they might not know that it's actually, in some cases, you can actually board a cruise with just your ID or driver's license and a birth certificate.
And I'm one of those people that had my birth certificate because I didn't have time to get a passport, so I had to use my birth certificate.
All right. And so then that's something else too. Sometimes if you're thinking because maybe I'm sick or I'm ill, maybe cruising might not be the thing for me, but they do make accommodations for people that have health issues as well. So what cruise line were you actually cruising on?
The Carnival Victory.
Okay. So actually for my viewers that are first time cruisers, before you actually get on the ship, you have to go through the process of filling out your health forms. Different ships have different requirements of forms you have to complete just to kind of state that you're healthy enough for travel. You have to show proof of your identity. You can use a passport. In an instance that you don't have a passport, you can actually show your birth certificate and your state ID or driver's license. And then also before you get on the cruise ship, you have to get your cruise card for each individual whatever cruise line you're sailing with. And before you get on the ship, you actually set up your account. So some people link their accounts with a credit card or a debit card, or some people use cash. And all that is that you really don't exchange cash during the time that you're on the ship. You actually use your ship card, which lets you inside of your room, and then you swipe that card to make different transactions on the ship. Okay, and so then Shaperry, once you actually got on that Carnival Victory first time cruiser, what was it like walking on that ship?
I was actually excited because leaving, having a vacation, spending time with my family. I'm about to go somewhere where I never been before. Places I see on TV where I never thought I would go before. Just have some time to enjoy myself, have some fun.
Okay.
And meet new people.
Okay, all right. And some people get nervous about going on a cruise, thinking they might get bored. So what type of entertainment or activities are on the ship?
There was actually a lot of things to do, I would say. One of them was the comedy club. It was actually called the Punchliner Comedy Club. And the Punchliner was a signature drink. It was a blue drink. And all of the carnivals have that signature drink, the Punchliner.
I've had that drink and I can say it's pretty strong. I mean, they even have pictures. I've been with people cruising, and sometimes you're in the comedy show and you see people drinking pictures. That Punchliner, it's a pretty strong drink. If you're lightweight, you might not want to drink that.
Right. I didn't have too much. So and then in the comedy club, it was a couple of funny comedians. You cannot reserve seats in the comedy club. It was like first come, first serve, and it was very packed in there. I had fun. I mean, people were really funny.
Okay, so that means if you're going to a comedy show on a cruise ship, especially Carnival, they get packed very fast. And if you're with a large group, sometimes people think you can save seats, and a lot of times it's not the case. And even when they have back-to-back shows, you have to just kind of get in there and get your seat. And I've been on ships where they actually have a long line with people lined up waiting to get into the next show, because sometimes you think that you could just sit inside the comedy club, and there's instances where they make everyone leave out of the comedy club and then come back in to get seated again.
Yeah. Don't sit in the front because the comedian will talk about you. That's one thing I can say. He will talk about
just like
you.
any other
just like any other
show.
comedian.
They'll talk about you, and I've even seen them come out into the audience and walk around and talk about people. So actually, sometimes there's no safe seat in a comedy show on a cruise and on a Carnival cruise.
Yeah. And a comedy club room is actually like a big room too, so it's not that little. So
Okay. All right. So, what other type of activities or entertainment did you experience on the cruise?
They had karaoke night.
Karaoke. Wow. Are you a singer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that good, but I'm almost there. I mean, I just need a couple more lessons.
Okay.
But yeah, the karaoke night was actually fun. Me and my family, we enjoyed. I feel like karaoke in the club was kind of like the best times that I had when I was there.
Okay. And what was the karaoke like? What was the rotation like? How many songs did you get to sing, or was there a long line for karaoke?
But it was 2 songs that we got to sing. We could sing it with a group. As a group, we could sing it as like by ourselves, 2 people. You could sing it with anybody. It was a lot of people in the karaoke room too. Like some of them couldn't sing, some of them could sing. You know.
That's what karaoke's for.
Yeah. Just being honest, you know.
So did you have to get there early for karaoke to get a seat, or
because the karaoke room, it wasn't that many seats in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Any other things that you did as far as entertainment? You said the club.
Yeah.
The club.
Tell
us about the club.
Yeah, the club. It was nice inside the club. You know, it was big inside there too. They had a lot of chairs where people could sit. They had the little tables in the front right there. You could watch people on the dance floor. The dance floor lit up. They played different kinds of music. They played Latin. They played hip hop. Whatever song you requested, they played it for you. It was a couple of Latinos in there that was teaching me how to salsa.
Salsa merengue. Mm-hmm. You was getting your salsa merengue. On the waters out there in the water.
Yeah, I had fun in the club. Yeah. It stayed open till like I think 3-4 at the latest. It just depended on the crowd, but it was a lot of people in there.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So if you're on a cruise, do you think the club is the place to be for those people that like to party when they're on land?
Yes, that is the place to be.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right.
And then another thing that you could do on the cruise was the casino. I wasn't really much interested in the casino, but I know the casino was 24 hours. That's another thing that you could do. Something else they had on the cruise was the a big movie screen on the top of the deck. At nighttime, they would watch different people. They would watch different type of movies, like the Divergent they played one night. They'll play kid movies for the kids. They'll have a big party on the deck.
Oh, like a deck party.
Yeah.
Those are always nice, you know. Deck parties are always nice. You know, some ships have all white parties. Some have 80s parties, 90s parties on the deck. And they're always lots of fun because they have the DJs on the deck. They have the DJs up there on the deck.
Yep.
There's lots of things that go on the Lido deck, which is oftentimes that top deck of the
and they had the line going through the cruise. You know, where anybody can join the line and dance. And then they had where it was everybody can go to dinner at a certain time.
Oh, like your main dining time?
Yeah, the main dining time where everybody just go and eat, order, you know, anything. And what I liked about that was when we sat down and ate, it was like some dancers in the middle of the floor dancing, entertaining us while we were eating. I liked that part.
There are lots of things to do on the cruise, and she hasn't even mentioned about the swimming pools, about the shows. Lots of times the cruises have lots of different shows and entertainment, musicals, bingo. A lot of times when I'm on a cruise, I like to play bingo. Did you play any bingo?
Yeah.
Okay, so bingo, and that's one thing you do have to pay a little extra for is to play bingo. But hey, you get a chance to
They have a spa
win
room,
some money.
exercise room.
Oh yeah, spa, exercise.
Basically anything that you could want to do, they have it on there.
Okay. All right. So was there ever any time that you may have felt bored or felt like you didn't have anything to do on the cruise at all?
No, I always felt like I had something to do. If it wasn't karaoke, it was the club. If it wasn't the club, it was the comedy club. If it wasn't the comedy club, I could just go to the deck, socialize with people, get to know some people, It was always something to do on the cruise. Like, I never felt bored.
Okay. And how was that for you as far as getting to know other people and getting to meet people?
I love meeting new people.
Okay, so Shaperry, what would you say is the difference between taking a land trip and just going someplace and staying in a hotel versus going on an actual cruise ship?
I think the difference is, staying in a hotel is on land is like you got to worry about parking, paying to park. You got to worry about where to go to eat. You just got to worry about different things versus being on a cruise, going from island to island is like everything is right there. The hotel is right there. If you want to go to the club is right there. If you want to go get something to eat, it's right there, walking distance. You don't have to worry about anything. Like, everything's right there. All the entertainment you need is right there.
Okay, yeah, and that's one reason I think why a lot of people do like to cruise, because you can go to different countries and you don't have to pack up all your things and get in a car and drive. It's like your hotel, you're in like a traveling hotel.
Yep, basically.
And then if you're staying out late night at the club, you don't have to worry about walking.
Just walk
not walking, but you don't have to worry about driving.
You just walk right to your hotel.
Taxi, you're walking right to your stateroom, and then sometimes you're even going up, getting something to eat late night.
Yep, the pizza area. After everything closed, you can go to the little pizza area, socialize with people. That's something else too.
And then even room service. You get back to your room late at night, you can order room service. So okay, and so what was it like for you socializing on the cruise? Was it hard to meet people, or what were the people's attitudes like that you were cruising with?
It wasn't hard socializing with people. It's not hard, for me to walk up to somebody and conversate with them.
Okay.
I love to talk. I'm a very talkative person. I love meeting new people, socializing with people, getting to know their background and stuff.
Okay. And what was the feel of the people like on the cruise? Were they happy? Were they grumpy? Were they agitated?
One thing about the cruise is everybody was happy. Like, there wasn't not one time where I seen anybody that was mad or someone that was rude. Everybody was happy, having fun, enjoying their time.
Okay. All right. And then what are some of the destinations that you went to?
I went to 3 destinations.
On your cruise?
I went to 3 destinations. One of them was Nassau. One of them was Grand Turk, and the other one was Half Moon Cay. In Nassau. Oh, okay. So in Nassau, I remember us going to a hotel, and I remember them saying that Michael Jackson had
it stayed there, the Atlantis. Yeah. That's probably the Atlantis Hotel.
Yep,
okay.
He stayed there. They said Oprah had a mansion on the hills. It was actually nice. They took us to a couple of shops to buy stuff like clothes, accessories, little antiques, and stuff that we could take back to our family members.
Okay. So how did you guys get around in Nassau? Did you go on like a little taxi, a tour?
We had some people take us on a tour, but if you wanted to, you can go by yourself. But we didn't trust that, so we had people touring us around.
Okay, and so then what were things like in Grand Turks? What did you do there?
Grand Turk, it wasn't really that much to see. The only thing that, it wasn't really that much to see there. I mean, the only thing that I remember seeing was like a couple donkeys and dogs walking around.
And dogs?
Yeah.
So where did you see? Did you see them as soon as you got off the cruise?
No,
or did you do a tour?
No, when we did the tour, that's actually when we got to seeing like, little donkeys and dogs. They basically just took us around and let us see like how it is living there and stuff like that, because they did say our hurricane did hit them, so it really wasn't that much to see. But I mean, I wouldn't tell someone not to go there to visit. Any place is good to visit. Did you guys get to go to a beach at all in Grand Turk, or? No, we did not get to go to a beach in Grand Turk. We went to some little shops and stuff. They really didn't have anything thing to shop for. They had like a couple clothes, couple little jewelries and antiques. But,
Okay.
You know.
All right. And then the next port that you guys went to, Half Moon Cay, Bahamas.
Half Moon Cay was the best island to me because we got a chance to sit outside on a beach. Water was real beautiful, clear, just like you see on TV.
Okay.
They had little things to do like hiking or biking. I know my cousin did the biking. She said she had fun doing that one.
Okay, she did a biking excursion.
Yeah, she did the biking excursion.
She must be a trooper.
Yeah, she really is. She loves doing outside
In the heat?
things.
Oh.
Yeah, she's an adventurous person.
Okay.
They had the bar, little area, you could sit and drink and socialize. Me and my family, we actually did the boat ride. It was the glass boat ride.
Oh, glass bottom boat.
Yeah, sorry, glass bottom boat. You can the lady took us on a tour out in the ocean. We could see in the bottom of the boat like different fishes. They had piranhas down there, goldfish, all that, sharks, stingrays, jellyfish, all that down there. And she actually picked up one of the fishes and showed it to us too. I didn't touch it because I'm not too.
Okay. So she passed stuff around the boat for other people to
she
touch
passed. She passed stuff around the boat to touch. And then we really didn't go too far out because she said that's where the sharks enter and all that, whales enter and stuff like that. So we really didn't go too far out. But it was to where like the further we went out, the steeper and deeper the waves got and stuff. So we turned back around and went back to the islands and just sat back on the island and just relaxed. And when we was on the beach, they played music. They played some good music on the beach.
Okay. All right. And then what was the most memorable thing about your cruise experience?
I think the most memorable moment about the cruise experience is just going to different islands, like seeing how people live and that experience, and getting to meet new people and getting to know their background and how they live and all that type of stuff. Okay.
And what was your favorite part about cruising?
I think my favorite part about cruising is just the exploring and, again, having fun and getting to know new people and going to different islands and seeing how they live and, just having fun.
Okay. All right. And what advice would you share for any of our viewers out there who also might be first-time cruisers or who have never cruised and may be thinking about cruising but may be a little reluctant or have some questions or worries? What would you say to that person out there that's watching today?
I would say don't worry about anything. Everything's going to be okay. From the plane rides, getting on a cruise, just enjoy yourself. Just have fun. Just don't even think about the bad or, the negative. Just have fun, explore, just do everything. Try to do everything. Don't just do one thing, Okay. It's a lot of stuff to do on a cruise, so try to get out there and do everything.
Okay. All right. And what do you think is the difference between a person just going to a city and staying at a hotel versus them actually going on a cruise and traveling on a cruise to different locations?
I think the difference is in a city, I don't know, it's like in a city, it's just basic things. Like, you see buildings. Like, it's just basic things. But from a cruise, it's like you on water. Like, you do anything. Like, I don't know, go to the club. Like, you on water. Like, you meeting new people. Basically from all over the world. Like, it's not just if you go to Florida, you're just meeting people from Florida or from Chicago somewhere. Like, if you go on the cruise, you're meeting people from China or somewhere, or it was people on the cruise from where was he from? People was just from all over the world. So I don't know. It was just a fun experience.
Okay, and would you recommend for other people to go on cruises?
Yes, I would recommend people to go on cruises. Take your kids too, because there's a lot of stuff to do for kids too. They had a lot of stuff to do for kids. Yeah. It's a lot of stuff.
All right. So there you have it. You have Shaperry's experience and her travel talk back with us today about her first time riding on an airplane and about her first time cruising on the Carnival Victory cruise ship. And we've heard a little bit about the 3 places that she went to while on her cruise ship. So I want to thank you today for tuning in to J-Hen Travel and Services Talkback session with myself, Johnny Henderson. And as always, I want you to go ahead and take a look at some of the rest of my videos that are on this channel and hit the subscribe button below and make sure you hit the bell so you can get notified of every time I upload a new video. And I want you to be on the lookout for more travel video logs, more travel talkback sessions with other people sharing their travel experiences, and then seeing me when I'm on the go, taking you behind the scenes on trips, because again, as a travel agent, I get to go and do tours of different places, and I want to take you guys along with me. And again, I'm signing out. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to check out more videos on YouTube with J-Hen Travel and Services. Thanks for watching.